Hey everybody, Matt LaPlante here again. Got another video for you. We're going to go over a real quick study that was done between February and they looked at what happened between February and May with investors. And what they found was that 1 in 5 people sold all of their stocks, and 1 in 3 over the age of 65 sold all of their stocks. And the reason that's important is that between the months of February and May, that was the worst point, or worst time in the roughly month and a half in the market that we have seen in quite some time. And because of the Chicken Littles, because there was the fear that this was never going to end and you're never going to make this money back, they sold.
Run for your lives! Everyone run for cover! SOS! Mayday! Mayday! You're all in danger!
So the peak to trough from the top to the bottom was down roughly 38%, and that's let's just looking at the Dow. So if you had, let's say, $100,000 and it's down 37%, that means you were at $63,000 at that point when you sold out, if you were one of these people. Now, in order to get that back just to even, back to that $100,000 that you started with, you would need roughly a 58% return. Now, think about that. How many years would it take you to get a 58, well, let's round up to 60. How long would it take you to get a 60% return? That could be years. And if you were over the age of 65 and you were presumably drawing on that for your retirement, you may never get that back because you're not willing to take on that kind of risk. So you may be stuck with, you lost a significant sum of money because you listened to the Chicken Littles that told you to get out.
Chicken Little, what were you thinking?
Why would you put your town safety in jeopardy?
How could you mistake a stop sign for an acorn?
But it'd be a big acorn level fly.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's just gibberish. Gibberish of an insane person.
If you want to, I do a little bit more of a deep dive on that topic, another video if you want to check it out, called Ignored Chicken Little. I'm not going to go over that right now. But for those of you that ignored the Chicken Littles, wrote it down and back up, you have been rewarded for doing so, because you're getting pretty close to back to even. So much so that, you know, if you were just not paying attention to your account over the past several months, you may not even have noticed that much of a drop because it may not be down that much. So the point of this is that I want to point out is that it's easy to sell. It's always the right time to sell from the Chicken Littles perspective. Now's the time to sell. There's too much stuff going on. The hard part is knowing when to get in, when to invest. The reason it's hard, it's kind of like if you think of the jump rope game, Double Dutch, when they have the 2 jump ropes going. It's very difficult to know when to get in and not get whacked, right? And so for most people, when the market's coming back, they're like, oh, it's gonna go back down. It's gonna retest those bottoms. It's gonna get worse. This is a dead cat bounce, or whatever you want to call it. They call a lot of different things, but there's never a good time to get in. And so those people are sitting there waiting to get back in. So the reason I wanted to make this video was to say, now is the time to say you've passed the test. You got through one of the worst times, worst couple months in the market's history, and you didn't blink. You made it through. So now is the time for you to take a bow because you followed good advice and you've been rewarded for it. I'll see you guys next time.